Some of those low numbers will fuck the dog shit out of you, man.
Yeah, that's because they fucking look like dogs. So they fuck like dogs. Dogs can fuck. You ever see them Chihuahua? That nigga fucked until he died. He died fucking. That motherfucker was going in. But too bad he had a little Chihuahua heart. So he fucking died right there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like these two Mexicans were obviously Mexicans filming a Chihuahua fuck somewhere. And like they were laughing and giggling, and then the nigga died, and that dude started dying laughing. It's kind of fucked up. Like, oh shit, the
Was there a bigger dog that killed it?
No, it was a small dog. I think it was. I don't even remember the other dog. I just remember the Chihuahua doing it. I'm sure it was another Chihuahua.
Fucking one of those big ass fucking.
The Chihuahuas are racist. They don't fuck anything other than Chihuahuas.
Fucking German Shepherd just fucks a Chihuahua.
Oh yeah.
Or just wears him as
Chihuahua
a condom.
Shepherd.
Wears him as a condom, fucks another dog.
Chihuahua train.
Yeah. So always local hookups. I see. I didn't do the online thing till I was I was already able to go into bars. Like I was like 21, 22.
Yeah. Yeah. See, when those days you don't really need the online so much because now you can find drunk women in person. But before, if you're just like younger, you can't really go anywhere. You go on the internet sites and you meet.
I remember you showed me
only 1 out of every 8 has chlamydia, so you have pretty good odds.
Remember you showed me a picture of you with like your hat kind of like covering off your face with like a blunt on you.
For real? It was just very douchey.
Just fucking ghetto, like
just a
straight up G girls like this picture.
Yeah, and they did too. You look cute. They fucking. That's a quality female you're getting. This is a fucking douchebag, and they're like, "Yeah, I like him. He's nice."
Fucking. There's one you told me of some girl that you didn't want to be seen going into your apartment.
Yeah, man. I remember she showed up, and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "The pictures did not do you justice, but in the wrong way. Instead of like you're better than the picture, it's like no, like I wanted to pull the picture out and be like, this is not you. Do you understand that? Like I don't give, even if it is you, this is not you, because you do not look like this. So luckily she was wearing a hoodie, so I just told her to put her hood on and just like follow me. Like I didn't walk right next to her. I was like, just walk in the same direction I'm walking. I'm going to take a few steps in front of you.
You should have driven her back to your apartment, but like made her blindfold and then like drive like around the block a bunch of times.
No, and it wasn't even like because I was scared for her to know where I lived. It was like, I just didn't want my neighbors. And then, of course, yeah, the plan backfired because she followed me, and then I walk into my apartment, and the neighbor happens to come out. She's there trying to talk to me, and the girl's like coming behind me, and I'm just like, oh, you lost? I don't know who you are. And then the lady's just looking at me, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, no, she's coming here. Come on. It's mad awkward. She's like, all right, fine, you can come inside. Whatever, it's all good. And the neighbor's like, oh, hey.
Then you have like a girl meet you with a stroller.
Yeah, a few. That's happened more than once. Yeah, girls will show up with their baby stroller, like, yeah, like at a park. It's usually a park somehow. And yeah, one of them, she was trying to fuck me with like the baby in the stroller, but the baby was like 2 already. Like that nigga was getting up and looking, like, "Mommy, what are you doing?" I'm just like, "Yo, what the fuck? Get your baby in line. Get that 2-year-old straight." You know what I'm saying? And suck on this dick. No, not even. I was very uncomfortable. And so were the white people in Central Park. It was a nice park. We did not belong there. She was going to blow me on a bench.
Was she white or was she Spanish?
What do you think?
You do Spanish girls. That's your thing.
That bitch was some kind of Puerto Rican.
Well, now that you're broken up with your girl,
yeah,
I don't know if I should say this here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm sure your girl's not going to hear this.
It doesn't matter if she does.
I got to take you out.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to get you laid. We're going to go on a road trip.
Yeah, word.
Road trip. Get Craig laid.
Yeah, man.
the one the one with like you were checking for a friend. That shit was funny. The first
Yeah,
time
that was my boy Leo. He fucking met some chick. So then
was it a local hookup sort of
local
like
hookups. Yeah, it was around those times. It had to be. That was the one. That was the site in those days. So yeah, we walked down to the train, and then I don't know where he had a bike. Someone had a bicycle. He gave me the bicycle. I was like, yo, just, like go ahead and see. And I guess he's like talking to her on the phone, like asking her what she's wearing. So he's like, he's talking to her and then giving me directions. Like, all right, you're going to look for a girl in a coat, in like a black bubble coat or some shit, like a Spanish girl with long hair or whatever. So I'm like going on, I'm like, all right, like go, and I automatically knew. I'm like, I saw her from a distance, I had good eyesight, and I already knew. I'm like, oh, I think that's her, because there's just one bitch just waiting around, looking around. I'm like, that has to be her. So, I circled around her though, and I came back, and I'm like, and I guess that bitch caught on. I don't know how she saw, I don't know what she caught on, but she knew that fucking bicycle was sent to scout her. So I'm coming back, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like, whale ho, like, I saw the fucking, I saw the target, and the target is fucking enormous. So
for a second, you thought it was two people hugging.
Yeah, no, I was like, there was a group of girls, or it was one girl? I was like, no, it was one girl. I'm like, oh shit. Like, what? She carrying a baby in her coat? Like, what's going on? So came back. And I told this nigga, like, yo, man, yeah, I saw her. He's like, wow, she look. I'm like, she's fat, yo. I'm like, it's one thing, like, you can be chubby and cute, some girls be chubby or whatever, but they hold their weight. Some girls have, like, they'll be chubby, but they have big titties, a big ass. Like, it still looks, and you're assuming she's young and still tight, sort of tight. But nah, this bitch was far gone. Like, she was like a 40-year-old bitch fat, even though she was young. The only thing young on her was her, like, sort of her face,
sort of her face,
like, yeah, like only the inner part of her face you can see the youth. Everything else is just fucking gratuitous blubber. So I fucking told this, and I'm like, yo, man, yeah, nah, I don't know, man. I mean, he was like, how she look? I'm like, she's fat as shit. And he was like, all right. So he right there, he's like, nah, yo, all right, I'm not gonna do it. And long and behold, we turn around, and she's right there. She's like, I see you guys. I see you. I know it's you. And this nigga's like, oh shit, run. So he starts running out here on the bicycle. I'm like trying to bike away and shit, like trying to fucking pedal my ass off. But it's like weird. I guess we were laughing so hard about the whole situation that we didn't really get away fast enough. So she kind of like, she was trailing us, but she was like Michael Myers, like following us. Like she was just walking, but she somehow kept up with us, even though we were moving way faster than she was. But she was just trailing us the whole time. And then we ended up getting to like right by our block, and we dead ass like circled the block like 4 times. And we're circling it, and she's just behind us like, I know it's y'all playing, stop playing, yo, stop playing, y'all play too much. It's like, you play too much, yo, come on, for real, you gonna do that? I felt bad too, because that bitch she came from like Queens, and that's like a 2-hour trip. Yeah, she came from because he was from Queens, so I guess he was looking at bitches in the old neighborhood. So she came from dumb far, and, I mean, to be honest, I would have let her blow me, even though she was disgusting and fat. Just because of the distance she went, I think the fat bitch deserves some shelter. You know what I mean? Like, let her in the house for, I don't know. But it was early in the day. There was no alcohol. There was nothing to like kind of edge you, like make you just like fucking deny your thoughts and feelings. Just be like, fuck it, just go down. There was none of that. So. It was too sober. If anything, seeing her was sobering. It was like, oh shit. I thought I felt nice, but she killed my buzz. So yeah, that was fucked up.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. What else? I used to take one girl up to the building across the street, and I used to like bang her in the staircase. I used to bang her in the staircase of the building. And I remember just one time, like, this fucking Filipino guy, he was like a cross-eyed Filipino, and like, hey, what you doing now? Where you come from? Where you go? Like, I used to see him all the time, and he'd always question me, like, you live here? I'm like, nigga, you live here? Like, yeah, I live on I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you live here. Fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was a dumbass, and he always had the one eye looking at his nose and shit, and the other eye, I'm like, are you even talking to me, nigga? Who you talking to? Like, do you live here? So yeah, the girl was like giving me a head and shit, and that nigga just popped. He popped up more than once, and like, hey, you shouldn't be here. I'm like, what the fuck? How'd you come from? Like, how the fuck do you always find me in the building? Like, I'm in the staircase trying to get it in, and this nigga, he fucking bagged me like twice. Fucking always, I don't know. It just that made me hate Filipinos. Nah. Like any crooked eye Filipino, like normal Filipinos are fine, but if they look like they have weird disabilities or something, like I hate them. Only because of that guy, I hate him now.
Like, the worst kind of fat is when you have like when the girl has like a fat torso.
Yeah, of course.
She got like.